Hello there. Tuesday afternoon, 1:30. Had a busy weekend, didn't get time to go out. The lad's birthday, a couple of family meals. So it's been family time, plus it's the school holidays. But I've managed to score a night away. I'm going to try the new Army Bivy Bag. So I weren't sure where to go. I just fancied some peace and quiet. So I'm back at Harwood. I'm going to go up towards the lock again, but I'm going to go a different way round, have a look at some new areas. Just a bit further to walk, which should be an interesting one. It's a lovely peaceful afternoon. It's just forest as far as the eye can see. Wonderful. If we keep going in this direction, right up over the hills, that would be Dart and Pike. I meant to say Dart and Rig up over the top of those hills, not Pike. But just look at this. I mean, it's lovely walking, isn't it? Just take that in, the colours and just the bird sound, no noise at all. Some nice different colours in this bit. Lovely. It's a pretty bit, that is. So I'm coming across these paths I've not used before. There's a lot of fouled areas up here, but it's lovely and quiet. If we pan round now, you can see the Simonside Hills, and that's a view I don't normally see from this angle. So no, don't forget the cairn. I think it's got a height of 429. It looks nice from down here. Lovely. I've come up this different path and I've sort of cut across the centre of the forest, and I'm finding all these streams that are really flowing nicely. Obviously it's the time of the year, but they are bigger streams. And I passed a stream before down the other path called Newbegin Burn. Yes, a stream named after the seaside town of Newbegin. So it was Newbegin Burn, and that had quite a good size to it. So I think I'll come up another time and explore, see if I can find a nice pitch next to a stream somewhere so I can have water and tap and that. Oh yeah, this bag's getting heavy now. 15.5 kilos today. I mean, I've carried much more than that, but the amount of miles I've done today is a fair bit. This building here is called, I don't know what it's called, I'll look on the map. Sharpness, that's right. I'll show it you. I've got wind turbines, nice grassy area there with a bench. You could have a picnic up there, but I'm not going to do that now, because I'm going down to find that other pitch next to the lock. Because I saw the dog walkers last week, I'm going to go a bit further up away from the path, tuck myself in, set up a nice low tarp. The fallen, the new and the old. It's just lovely, isn't it, how it all changes, and I love looking at views like this. I wonder if this is the water source for the house. A few solar panels, and the solar panels up on the hill as well up there. So from the house we'll follow this track down, and this will bring us to Fallalee's Lock. Then we'll find that alternate pitch. Lovely scenery. Really enjoying this walk. Just the sounds of bird life and the odd trickle of water. I think that's a lovely view. And you can hear Newbegin Burn down there. Can you hear the water? I think there's too many fallen trees though to go down by that one. Lots of fallen trees. That view is just amazing. Yeah, this is Newbegin Burn. It's definitely one of the bigger streams in the forest. And this here, it must go around the corner there. And then just over there is the lock. When I've made it to the lock, I'll stop the trekking up in a minute. See how many miles I've done. But that Newbegin Burn, I was mistaken. I started to come up a hill. So I've just checked the map. And Newbegin Burn feeds directly into Fontburn Reservoir, which is just over to the left. So this lock here, Fallowlees Lock, is solely fed from the marsh ground that's up here. This must be a natural marsh. So all this ground up here is the marsh, and there's the lock. So it's a naturally occurring lock just by marsh and wetlands. Whereas the burn itself goes down to the reservoir. We'll just have a look at this tarp pitch. That's where we were last week, just there. Whereas this week, you can see up there is the tarp. Nice and concealed. Because one of the farm vehicles, or forestry vehicles, has just come across this road. And they didn't see me setting up. So let's go and have a closer look at the tarp. So if we come up close, there's the tarp. It's just a ridge line. I put a ridge line and it's just a modified A-frame really with a flap. Nice and low and discreet. I mean, you couldn't pitch a tent anywhere like this. Tarps are just fantastic. What more can I say? For dinner tonight I've got a trek and eat wild mushroom ragu and noodles. Looks alright actually, it's got a fair bit of stuff in there. I've got a pot noodle, a mug shot and a sticky pudding. So I've got plenty, I've got a few snacks. I'm just boiling up the water now. This is great, this is just sitting here, I just love it. Fabulous. Oh. Right, let's open this up and have a look. Nice big solid chunks in there. That's actually very nice. I'm going to enjoy that one. I'll turn the camera off while I eat. So I'm using the Army Bivy tonight to give it a try. And I tell you, the space in this bivy, it's ridiculous. I've got my expert mat. I've got my rab sleeping bag. It is huge. It'll be far better for the winter sleeping bag. I mean, look at the space in that. So that's me all set up for the night. It's not going to be a proper sunset tonight. It's too cloudy. So when I'm going to actually catch the sunset on this water, I don't know. Because I don't think I'm going to come back up this way for a while because I'm overdue the chivets. But it's 6:15 and I can still hear the forestry wagons and lorries the other side of them trees. And this track next to the lock, it's not used very much. You can see on the way the weeds are growing on it. But I've had 2 forestry Land Rovers come past before. So I'm glad I'm just up here doing a stealthy camp. Because the last thing I want to be doing when I'm 7 miles from the car is being chucked off. Good morning. I'm just doing me porridge and some coffee. It's 6:30. I've just woke up. I woke up a couple of times in the night. It absolutely poured with rain. It was deafening. I love the sound of rain, but it was hard last night. But I'm bone dry. I'm comfortable. There's no condensation in this Army Bivy whatsoever. And at the bottom where it got soaked by the rain, where I slid down, it's nice and dry. I can't say it's any better than the Hunker XL because most of the time that was dry. But what I will say is, I've got my thermals on. I've just put my down jacket on to have my breakfast here because I'm out the bag. But I had to take my shirt off in the night. So this sleeping bag is actually a lot warmer than the Hunker, obviously because it's like a thick Gore-Tex. So I'm really pleased. Thanks to everybody that recommended the Army Bivy. I've got more space. I'm warmer and hopefully less condensation for the cold weather. So thank you. I'm going to have my breakfast now and then pack away. I don't want to be late away today, so I'll be ready to get away at daybreak. I'm going to go a different way back today. So we'll see you later. 8 o'clock and all packed up. Leave no trace as always. It's a really misty morning today. Really misty. Been an interesting walk out. I must be cracking on with the forestry works because I've seen a few vehicles, 4-wheel drives, like the cab pickup types, with a couple of blokes in them. One of them come along here, one went down the other road. So because I'm by where the buildings are, like Lees and Chartners, there might be builders to do with those. It might just be forestry workers on the way in. Because of the time of day. It's a very atmospheric walk this morning. Lovely. Totally different to when the sun's out, I mean. It's almost more like, isn't it? It's lovely. That's the nice view from yesterday. What a difference a night makes. It's lovely and atmospheric though, with the mist. It's still a lovely shot. Right, so that's me back at the car. I didn't do much filming coming back because it's been raining a lot. So thanks for watching and we'll catch you on the next one. What I'll do, I'll put a picture up after the end showing the relative size of the Army Bivy compared to the Hunker Bivy and the sleeping mat. But I certainly found it a good mat for the winter conditions.